The K-factor is a number that represents the amount of pulses which relates to the quantity of a material that passes the flow meter. It is also expressed as number of pulses per unit of measure. Choose the manual mode when you want the measuring unit for flow rate to be volumetric and the total to be mass, or vice versa. The K-factor setting should be configured before installation to ensure correct measurements in any situation. In this tutorial, we will manually set the K-factor for volumetric flow measurement and the K-factor for mass total measurement. This setup is often used in weighing applications with flow meters. Before we set up the K-factor, we need to identify this number as provided by the flow meter manufacturer. In this example, that is 6,624.605, and the measurement unit is cubic meters. The K-factors for kilograms and US gallons have to be calculated. In this tutorial, we calculated the kilograms K-factor to 6.624605 and the US gallons K-factor to 25.07705. Now we can set up the K-factor on the e-series. Hold the Program button for 7 seconds. Menu 1 Total appears. You can use the Clear and Select buttons to navigate through the menu. Press Clear to go to Menu 4 Flow Meter. In this menu, we are going to configure the signal of the flow meter with the e-series. Use Select to go to Menu 4.2 Units. The Units menu is used to select the different unit conversion modes. Press Prog to change this setting. We are going to select the Hand mode, as we manually want to set 2 different K-factors. Press Prog to store this setting. Use Clear or Select to navigate to Menu 1 Total. In this menu, you can set the display settings and K-factor for total. Press Select to go to Menu 1.1 Unit. Press Prog to change this setting. In this tutorial, we are going to set the displayed total to kilograms. Press Prog to store this setting. A change of the measuring unit also requires a new calculation of the K-factor for the total. The calculation is not done automatically. The next step is to set the total decimal point position. Use Select to go to Menu 1.2 Decimals. You will see that the kilograms indication is shown. Press Prog to change this setting. We select the 0 value. Press Prog to store this setting. The decimals for the total are now set to 0 decimals. Use Select to go to Menu 1.3 K-factor. Press Prog to set the K-factor. We are going to set the K-factor to 6.624605. The amount of decimals is not set yet. Press Prog to store this setting. The next step is to set the decimals for the K-factor. Press Select to go to Menu 1.4 K-factor Decimals. Press Prog to change this setting. In this example, our K-factor has 6 decimals, so we have to set the K-factor decimals to 0.000006. Press Prog to store this setting. Press Clear to go back to Menu 1.3 K-factor. You will see that the decimal point has been set and the K-factor is now 6.624605. In this tutorial, we want to add a multiplication factor because the 7 shown digits are not sufficient enough for our application. Go to Menu 1.5 Multiplication Factor. press Prog to change this setting. In this example, we want to add a multiplication factor of 10, so we select the 10 value. Press Prog to store this setting. Next, we are going to configure the flow rate and K-factor in US gallons. Use Clear to navigate to Menu 2 Flow Rate. In this menu, you can set the display settings for the flow rate. Press Select to go to Menu 2.1 Unit. Press Prog to change this setting. We select US gallon and press Prog to store this setting. The displayed measuring unit for flow rate is now set to US gallon. Go to Menu 2.2 Time. In this menu, you can change the time base unit for the displayed flow rate. Press Prog to change this setting. We are going to select the seconds value. Press Prog to store this setting. The time base unit for flow rate is now set for seconds. The next step is to set the decimals for the displayed flow rate. Go to Menu 2.3 Decimals. Press Prog to change this setting. We select the 0.1 value. Press Prog to store this setting. The decimals for the displayed flow rate are now set to 1 decimal. Use Select to go to Menu 2.4 K-factor. Press Prog to set the K-factor. We are going to set the K-factor to 2507705. The amount of decimals is not set yet. Press Prog to store this setting. The next step is to set the decimals for the K-factor. Press Select to go to Menu 2.5 K-factor Decimals. Press Prog to change this setting. In this example, our K-factor has 5 decimals, so we have to set the K-factor decimals to 0.00005. Press Prog to store this setting. Press Clear to go back to Menu 2.4 K-factor. You will see that the decimal point has been set and the K-factor is now 25.07705. Next, we're going to set the flow rate calculation factor. Press Select to go to Menu 2.6 Calculate. The flow rate is calculated by measuring the time between a number of pulses. The more pulses, the more accurate the flow rate will be, but also the response time will decrease. Press Prog to change this setting. We are going to select 10 pulses. Press Prog to store this setting. We have now set the flow rate calculation to 10 pulses per measuring unit. The last step is to set the cutoff time. Press Select to go to Menu 2.7 Cutoff. When during the cutoff time no pulses are received, the e-series will show a 0 flow. This prevents the e-series to continuously show the last calculated flow rate if there isn't any flow detected. Press Prog to change this setting. We select the 15.0 value. Press Prog to store this setting. The cutoff time is set to 15 seconds. Hold Prog for 3 seconds to exit the Setup menu and return to Run mode. You can see the configured settings in the main display. You have now configured 2 different K-factors for simultaneous volumetric and mass flow measurement on the e-series. For total control in every application, you've got to have a Fluidwell.